You ever meet someone so strange, so quiet, that you can't decide whether they're an angel, a coincidence, or a warning you were meant to hear? Well, that's what happened to me the night a taxi driver drove me without ever asking where I wanted to go. And somehow, he still took me exactly where I needed to be. It was raining that evening. You know that heavy kind of rain? The kind that makes the whole city feel tired? I had just stepped out of a long, frustrating meeting at work. My shirt was damp, my head was pounding, and honestly, my heart felt heavier than my briefcase. I wasn't doing too well that week. Personal stuff, work stuff, everything felt like it was piling up. So when I saw a lone yellow taxi waiting, I didn't think twice. I opened the door, sat in the back seat, and shut the world out for a second. The driver was an older man, beard graying, eyes soft but tired, a face that had seen too many stories. He didn't greet me. He didn't even look back. He just started driving. "No, where to, sir?" Nothing. At first, I thought maybe he didn't hear me, but he saw me in the mirror. He just didn't ask. The car rolled forward through the rain. Street lights blinked past us like tired fireflies. I waited. 5 seconds, 10, 20, still nothing. So I leaned forward and said, driver, you didn't ask where I'm headed." He didn't react. He just kept driving. "Excuse me?" Still nothing. A small part of me got nervous. Who drives without asking the destination? Minutes passed. We were going through streets I didn't recognize. Shops were closing. Rain was getting heavier. I checked my phone. Signal flickered. Battery at 9%. I raised my voice slightly. "Bye, where are we going?" This time, he finally spoke. "Where you need to be." Just that. Nothing more. My heart thumped harder. What does that mean? He didn't explain. He just kept driving. But after a while, something strange happened. I stopped feeling scared. Instead, I felt calm, like the car was a small bubble of silence in a world that had been too loud for too long. Maybe I really didn't know where I wanted to go. Not in life. Not even that night. Without warning, the driver spoke again. "Long day?" I nodded. "Very long." "You're carrying too much," he said. "Sometimes, you gotta let someone else steer for a while." His words hit me. It felt like he wasn't talking about the cab ride, but my whole life. After a few minutes, the taxi slowed down near a small park. A quiet one. Old benches, dim lamps, trees dripping from the rain. I don't live here," I said. The driver looked at me in the mirror. "No, but this is where you need to breathe." I stepped out of the taxi. Rain had slowed to a mist. The night was quiet. When I sat on a bench, everything I had been holding in, the stress, the anger, the fear, it all cracked. Just a few quiet tears, a release I didn't know I needed. When I looked back, the taxi was still there. The driver didn't leave. He just waited, patient, still. I walked back. "Why did you bring me here?" I asked. He smiled faintly. "Son, sometimes strangers can see the storm in your eyes better than the people who know you." He continued, "You were drowning in your own thoughts. You didn't need a destination. You needed a pause." He was right. Then he said something I'll never forget. Life will always move fast, But you don't have to. I reached for my wallet to pay him, but he raised his hand. No. No charge tonight. Just breathe, okay? Before I could insist, he drove off. No name, no number, no taxi ID. Just gone. I sat on that bench for a long time, thinking, breathing, letting the world slow down. That night changed something in me. Sometimes the universe doesn't give you directions. Sometimes it gives you people, quiet guides, unexpected angels, taxi drivers who drive without asking because they simply know. And the lesson? Every once in a while, let life steer for a moment. Pause, breathe, and trust that not all detours are mistakes. Some are protection. Some are guidance. Some are necessary. Thank you for listening, my friends. If this story touched your heart, let me know in the comments. And if you want more stories like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and share the video. Until next time, take care of your heart and remember to breathe.